How's everyone doing? Today I'm going to be talking about three rappers I think are definitely better than ASAP Rocky and his new album. I liked old ASAP Rocky's old albums were grand. The beats were good. He had some actual good lyrics in that one, and in songs he would still flex. He would still proudly, flex that he fucks women and has loads of rack. He's just lying in a pile of it's like sand, but a pile of money. But that'd just be briefly in each song. There'd be like one or two bars about like him having money, and that's it. He'd just move on. But then in Don't Be Dumb, it's like nearly every song he has to flex or whatever. I swear nearly all of his bars about flexing or being a god or I'm a boss when I walk, I spawned in with 20 bitches by my side when I walk into the club. Like, it's just, it's just a bit shit. It's really disappointing. I was really hoping, I wasn't really hoping. I kind of didn't have any hope. So I started thinking like a shimmer of hope that ASAP Rocky's Don't Be Dumb would be good. It was a lot of shit, man. And there's in a song, don't act like you don't run shit, bro. You're taking runny shits, and one of them is this album. And again, I just also this is gonna be another side rant. How is Don't Be Dumb at the top of #1 Billboard of 200? Damn, the fucking standard for music has gone down right into the shitter, bro. I take a shit, and that's just music. This generation's music. Oh, the music is dead. Music is gone. I'm sorry if Don't Be Dumb is considered at the top #1 of 200 of any album this year. It's just it's over, bro. Hang it up, put up the jacket, put up the mantelpiece. It's done. It's over, Unk. I'm just hoping these three rappers I mentioned, they can kind of bring rap back. I'm not sure if they would, but these three are probably the only three good ones left in this generation. So #1 would be Aesop Rock, who has the similar name as ASAP Rocky, and not to get them confused, one is Aesop Rock, like Patrick Starr's house, and the other is ASAP Rocky, a little man child who thinks he's sick because he has diamond teeth or whatever. Aesop Rock, I first started listening to him. I first heard None Shall Pass. None Shall Pass I thought was a really good song. It had a really, nice old beat. It's really, it's really cool to listen to while high. And the None Shall Pass, the way my friend described it, which is actually, pretty accurate in my opinion. It sounds, when you're stone listening to it, it sounds like you're stuck in the same place forever. You're just stuck on an infinite treadmill and you're just going nowhere. It is pretty accurate. Listening to some Aesop Rock songs can be crazy. High, because his beats as well, I like that he's really experimental with his beats. I really like that, how each song is a completely different beat switch up. It's it's completely different from the last one. They're not twins, they're not even related to each other. It's you wouldn't even think it's part of the same album. His latest album, I can't remember what the name of it was, but it came out in May and I really fucked with it. He had some good tunes there. There was a song where he's rapping about a snail, which I kind of think is funny and a bit random, but hey, at least he's rapping about, at least he's not flexing that he has money and that he has women. He's rapping about a slayer. Oh, I saw a snail sliming its way up towards my gaff. It's kind of funny and kind of cool, I guess. And then there's another one where he's rapping about an artist in '96. So, Aesop Rock I definitely do think is better than ASAP Rocky because he doesn't, he actually has, bars he raps about. His lyrics actually make sense, or his lyrics can, be deep or meaningful. And then ASAP Rocky's is, I get more pussy than a lesbian. That's it. That was actually one of the bars. It was, who gets more pussy than a lesbian? Because, lesbians like women, so they must get all the pussy in the world. But I get more than them. Bravo. Bar of the year. What the fuck, mate? And then, I just think ASAP Rocky's just, Aesop Rock is just better than ASAP Rocky, even though some of his songs can be misses, or I don't know what he's trying to do. In one of his songs, Aesop Rock, he raps about a construction site or something. The beat literally goes, vehicles, they move, construction, they move that dirt around. It sounded like a fucking nursery rhyme. It sounded like something you would play to a class of people in kindergarten to teach them about construction. Be like, vehicles, they move that dirt around. It's just I don't know what he's doing in that one. He's just rapping about, I don't know, how you build houses on a construction site or whatever. It's just a bit goofy and weird in my opinion. And, and then his first album, I think, I had some misses, or some of his lyrics just, I did notice this as well. He likes to really be, I don't know, philosophical, or just make his lyrics, really hard to decipher. You have to, have the IQ of, Shakespeare or whatever. You have to be thinking like Shakespeare to know what he's on about, which I just, I think at the, I think at the start he was trying to do something and wasn't really working out, and then later on in his latest album, he finally found out what he was doing. Like his lyrics can be good, but they can also be pretty confusing. Have your head scratching or have you looking up at the sky like a monkey and not knowing what he's on about. But I still do think he's better than ASAP Rocky today. Not sure about his latest other albums. But yeah, that doesn't matter because it's ASAP Rocky's like now, and Don't Be Dumb is what you have to show for him. That's a bit shit. So yeah, he's better than ASAP Rocky. Next one is Sci-Fi the Mastermind. Now I think Sci-Fi is probably the most slept on rapper this generation because he only has 2 albums, right? But it makes sense because when you listen to those albums, you will understand why it took so long for him to make those 2 albums because every lyric is a bar. It means something, or it just like you're able, or it means something, or it's just good. He doesn't flex at all. He actually raps. He sounds like he's passionate for the rap game. I don't know why I'm moving my hands constantly, like I'm describing a fucking story about a car driving by or some shit. I need to stop doing that shit. I just tend to really move my hands when I'm like talking, when I get deep into talking about stuff. But anyways, I swear nearly every lyric is a bar. Both albums were great. I don't think there's any skips on it. The only thing is, I don't know. I guess I don't really relate with some of the stuff he says, and also I can't remember some of the stuff he says because everyone is a bar, and he also sometimes raps so fast I can't really understand what he's saying sometimes. But I also do think it's cool. He sometimes makes references to like video games. Like in one song he talked about Shinnok, which I think it's pretty cool. I think it's really like cool when rappers do that. They just like mention a video game or whatever. It's like they're showing their interest. I don't know why it's corny nowadays to rap about your interest or rap about stuff that actually matters. You just have to rap. Oh look, I have 3 bitches in my bed. I have a diamond car outside. My dog, his teeth are iced out. That is just shit. Like I don't like that's the standard for rapping, and I hate it pretty much. Rap now is just dead. But yeah, Sci-Fi I think would be probably the best out of these 3 rappers in my opinion, actually, because he hasn't really flexed once actually. The only thing I will say though about Sci-Fi is that his beats are grand, but they're I don't know. I want to say that they're a bit simple. He could just make it more kind of crazy or unique, kind of like A$AP Rock does with beats, like an Ice Soul Hair. That beat is pretty good, but his beats are still grand. They're kind of just like they kind of remind me of old rap. So yeah, nothing really wrong with his beats. I don't know what the fuck I was talking about. Yeah, there's nothing really wrong with his beats. But yeah, next one is Denzel Curry. Now Denzel Curry, I don't know because King and Mischievous Soul Volume 2, I thought that was a banger. That was a pretty solid album. The tunes were great, the beats were good, his lyrics were great. I swear he didn't brag about money or women at all. Should I do that, ASAP? No, you fucking wouldn't, mate, because you can't rap for shit except for money and women. Also, I see all you ASAP Glazers commenting on my videos. It's actually pretty funny. It brings a smile to my face when I chat shit about ASAP, and then all his fans are just they're deep throwing and glazing their black king. It's pretty funny, man. They can't take criticism for shit, and that's why I'm making this video just to piss them off. But I do genuinely think these rappers will be better than ASAP Rocky today. But yeah, Denzel Curry, he had his older albums, I think, were actually pretty solid. One actually I really like is Melcher, I See the Future. I don't know what it's called, but I do remember the album cover being like kind of like having like a turquoise kind of bluish background, and he looks like an after image. He looks like you just drove in a car really fucking fast and you just seem like a blur of a person. It looks pretty cool, and some of the songs in the album are pretty good. But then there's another song I can't remember, but I just remember this album cover being like a big green ass square, like a Minecraft slime cube. In one of the songs in that one, he just raps about jizz. He raps about like call me jizzling and jizzing all over this jizz. I don't know. It's a bit weird. He's like trying to rap about cum and he's trying to make it seem good. I think what he's trying to do here is like he's trying to rap about something. He's trying to do something and it didn't really work. It didn't come out as like, oh, this is great and all. It just kind of came out. I was like, why is he rapping about cum, bro? If I was gay, I'd probably like this, but like, no, it's just a bit strange. He's also releasing a new album. I seen that he's collabed with A$AP Ferg on one of the songs. Oh no, I really fucking hope he doesn't go down the same route as A$AP Rocky and just fall off. Please, Denzel, you're like my last hope. I don't think A$AP Rock as well. I don't think Sci-Fi the Mastermind's gonna go down the route anyway. I don't think so. Not him and ASAP Rock. I don't think so because they seem to be like kind of more passionate about rap and all. They seem more meaningful. But with Denzel, I feel like there might be a possibility that he might fall off because he also did collab with ASAP Rocky, so they might be friends. Or he might adopt a similar rapping style to ASAP Rocky. He might have listened to ASAP Rocky song and be like, yeah, I kind of want to do that because that's reaching the number one of the billboards. That's basically what happened with ASAP Rocky. So nearly every rapper that collabs with him becomes shit because they're seeing how successful Playboy Cardi. I swear nearly every rapper that collabs with Playboy Cardi it becomes shit because they're seeing how successful Playboy Cardi is with his music. He's not putting in any effort. Oh, but his beats are good. He doesn't even make his own beats half the time. He uses Metro Boomin or he just uses other people. So he doesn't even put 110% into his beats. He's only good at his beats. He shouldn't be a rapper. He should stay as a beat producer. And they're saying how well that music is performing today's generation because today's generation has shit music taste. It literally just half of it just sounds like TikTok music. And then they try to copy that style because they think they'll be successful. I really hope Denzel doesn't do that way ASAP Rocky, or I just hope he doesn't fall off in general. I heard his latest song from that album, and the feature I thought was fine. The feature is a bit shit, to be honest. It was a female rapper. She's not as, I will say she's not as bad as compared to other female rappers. She did kind of have some bars, I guess, but I couldn't really understand what she was saying half the time. To be honest, she kind of sounded like a slightly better Playboy Cardi. Playboy Cardi just kind of, you could actually hear his vocal cords speak and his throat didn't sound like clogged and, he didn't mumble the whole time like he's, looking down, he's trying to ask a woman out on a date. That's basically how that female rapper was. Still a bit mid though. But Denzel Curry, he was still pretty good in that song. I won't lie. So maybe he won't fall off because that new song is part of his new album. But he's also collabing with ASAP Ferg, and I listened to some ASAP Ferg. He's literally like ASAP. He's basically just like an ASAP Rocky clone. He just raps about like money and women, or just the casual shit that rappers rap about nowadays. Those three rappers I think would obliterate ASAP Rocky. I don't give a shit that Don't Be Dumb is number one in the billboards. I think it should be like in the top 200s. I don't even think it should be in the top 1,000, bro. I don't think it should even got produced. It should still be just on a file stuck on a computer in the recycling bin and then permanently deleted because it's not a great album. But yeah, that was me talking about three albums that are better than ASAP Rocky. See you later.